I bought the worst investment that people think exists, because this is off-the-plan apartment. Everyone is saying that off-the-plan apartments are the worst. It's like the biggest mistake you can do is to buy off-the-plan apartment. But I have just paid my deposit for the off-the-plan apartment and I'm very happy. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think it's awesome. And I'll tell you why. Because why I think this is not a mistake. Concrete goes inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Blow it. Yeah. So this.
Like a fucking teenage boy, you're all excited.
Yeah, I'm truly excited. So this is the floor, the future floor. So this is where they'll be looking.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
And the 3-bedroom unit is gonna be on this side that you just sold. You said on the other side.
Duplex for 1.3.
Okay. Investors. I think it's a good investment, and I'll tell you exactly why. So, firstly, it is located in a really nice area, not like in the middle of nowhere. It is close to Noosa in Queensland, and you probably heard of that place. There are some really expensive mansions. Everyone wants to live there, and the area, the suburb name is Pigeon Springs. So it is not exactly Noosa, it's close to Noosa, just a few kilometers away, because if it was Noosa, it will cost millions. My apartment is 800 and something, 800k, a little bit more. So the suburb is called Pigeon Springs, and there is a massive undersupply of apartments. I mean, this is the only new apartment building. There are actually just 2 buildings for the whole of suburb. One was finished a few years ago, and this is the second one, and that's it. There are no more apartment buildings coming to this area at all. And I am very confident because I checked with data, I checked with land release information. You can check it on, if you will use the link at heatmaps.com.au, like at the bottom if you scroll down, because you could actually look at the layer called polygon release, but this information is a little bit outdated. If you want to see the latest available land information, you should click at the bottom, and I'll just show it exactly to you where it is. So there is no more land coming there. So this is the very last and the only apartment building in Pigeon Springs. So massive undersupply. Then another awesome thing is that I have negotiated a flexible settlement date. Normally, this is your worst fear, is that you're not ready to settle after years when you were like waiting until construction will finish. Now it's time to settle and you don't have approval from the bank. This is the worst. So to avoid that, I have asked them, hey guys, can I please have a flexibility to change my settlement date up to 4 months? So if they're saying, hey, your settlement is on 1st of June and I'm not ready, I can ask, I would like to settle in August, on like 1st of August. And they will say yes, which means I will have some time to choose another bank, change my job, but like get myself ready and settle. Then it is approximately 2 years timeline. So it does take time to build apartment buildings. And this is, there are actually 4 little apartment buildings, 50 units in total. I would estimate it will take about 2 years to finish this construction. And all of the gain that will happen in 2 years will be mine. This is free money, just come and take it. So 2 years timeline, and I chose the only available unit with a courtyard. It's like a little backyard with 32 square meters of land. So imagine having an apartment with a backyard. It's almost like a townhouse. Total area is 150 square meters and windows are facing north. So it is quite a spacious place for a good price. And I am absolutely focusing on selling this apartment when it's ready, selling it to an old person, someone who likes boring life, someone who likes security, and probably someone with a pet. I am not planning to rent it out. It's all a headache. I just want to sell it and cash in my pocket. That's it, as simple as that. So what do old people like? They like to walk, they like other old people, and they like pets, and they like a nice climate. They don't like cold, and they don't like any maintenance. So this is the list why the old person will buy this apartment from me. First one, it is a walkable distance from a shopping center. It literally just like around the corner. It is like probably less than 100 meters walk from a little shopping center which has supermarket, doctors, coffee shops, a couple of restaurants, little fitness center, dentist. So the lifestyle should be absolutely fine. Then maintenance is included. Old people, they don't like looking after their house. They want someone to clean their pool, to paint something, fix things around, look after the green grass and so on. So maintenance is included. So those people who will sell their big expensive house somewhere in cold Victoria will be happy to move in to this place where it's warm and everyone is looking after themselves. Then living in apartment building, for old people, it means feeling less isolated. They don't like loneliness. They don't like this, isolation where you're sitting in your house and you have no one to speak to. So imagine they just opening door and there is a pool. And next to the pool, there is like, hey, Sarah, how was your steak yesterday? Like another old lady tanning under the sun. So this is the lifestyle they want, and this is the lifestyle they will get in this apartment. It is affordable. Obviously, it is less than $1 million. It is like 800 something K. Even though it's a good price, okay, whatever. Pet friendly. It is absolutely pet friendly complex. And those old ladies, they always have a little dog or maybe a cat or maybe two. And you will have your own little piece of land, a courtyard of 32 square meters. You could walk your dog outside. So it is very friendly for pets. Then if it will not be an old lady, maybe it will be like a small family buying this apartment from me, Pigeon Springs has a few really nice schools. I think maybe even private schools, because it is quite a rich area. Houses there like above $1 million, a lot more, like 2-3 million sometimes, but there are cheaper ones as well. Then Pigeon Springs is surrounded by beautiful national park. There are koalas living on the trees. And even in my sales contract, koalas has their own clause limiting what type of pet you could have in this apartment building, because those pets should not be like threatening towards koalas that living on the trees. So that's awesome. Climate, obviously, it's a southeast Queensland, like around Noosa is like very, very nice climate. It's never that cold, beautiful beaches, so you're not gonna be shivering there. It's a beautiful place with a nice climate, and beach is about 5 minutes drive. Unfortunately, a walk will probably take you around 30 minutes. I'm not sure how comfortable you are walking 30 minutes towards the beach, but many old people, they like walking. So maybe an old lady would even go for a walk to the beach with her dog. Why not? My mom likes walking. Then a complex has a pool, and pool will be like maintained. Obviously, you don't have to look after the pool. It's a communal pool. You pay to your strata manager, and the community is gated. Another very important thing to old people is safety and security. They don't want any strangers swimming in their pool. They like knowing, like by name, oh, this is Jessica from Unit 3 and this is Paul from Unit 20. So they really like the safety and knowing people. They don't want strangers, and this is why they like gated communities. Then another point is it is about 15 minutes away, maybe even less, like 10 minutes away from Noosa, and another like 10-15 minutes away from the airport and lots of other shopping centers. So if you're driving, you can easily access a lot of other nice places. And another thing is, I was walking around shopping center in Pigeon Springs. I was walking around, driving around the area, and I have seen a lot of old people with money. They're sitting in restaurants, drinking white wine and eating fish at 12 o'clock. So they're really enjoying their life, and old people like living next to each other. So I think that it will be a strong point. And then in terms of which units were sold and which are still available, I signed my contract in 2026 in March. In March I signed the contract, and I think there were still like 26 units were sold. Around half of the units sold. Obviously best units are sold first. And now in May, a few weeks ago, I checked with the seller's agent which units are still available, and he said, okay, at this point we sold 32 units, so they are selling a couple units per week. Good interest, and now units are about 20 to 50k more expensive. So they are raising prices as units are being sold out, which is a good sign. Cool. So that is my list of advantages, and this is why I bought this off the plan apartment. Let's see how it goes, but I do have a good feeling. That sometime in 2027 probably I will hopefully settle successfully. I will sell it, and it's gonna give me a few $100,000 in my pocket. I'm really looking after it. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and goodbye.